So Michelle was asking, who built the Apple behind my iPhone? My own especially, it was not beating well. Okay, let's go. Hey guys, Michelle Mano here once again. Welcome to Tech Haven. Today's a special spread.
God have mercy upon us.
Today's a very special episode. I'm going to answer some questions you asked that I asked you, and yeah, we're going to see how it goes. So AC was asking, in your previous video you mentioned that dark mode helps save your battery, but I don't like the way dark mode looks on my Snapchat, but I still want to save my battery. What should I do? All right, AC, so I think yes, I mentioned that dark mode can help you save your battery, but then if you don't like the way dark mode looks on your Snapchat, you can disable it there. But then if you like how it looks in maybe gallery or Google Maps, then you can activate it on Google Maps and the other applications that have it. However, dark mode is not the only way to save your battery. There are other ways. So if you don't like dark mode, if you don't like dark themes altogether, you can avoid them. But there are other ways of saving your battery, like regularly charging and not making it die. All the tips I mentioned in the previous video, so you can do them and just avoid the dark theme. You should be fine. So just follow most of them and then you should be fine, not necessarily sticking to dark theme. So Frank was asking, when I send someone a message on WhatsApp, the first thing that appears is your chat is end-to-end encrypted. What does this mean and what advantage does it bring me? Alright, so this is a very interesting question. Now to explain this, I want you to try and imagine something, right? Imagine WhatsApp being a transportation company, right? They have planes, they have buses, they're in charge of transport, right? And they have built algorithms. So now in the transportation sector, the algorithms will be the bus drivers and the pilots. You get it now? So yes, so WhatsApp is a transportation company and algorithms are bus drivers and pilots. Now when you send a message, this is what happens. When you send a message, it's like you're giving a bag of message, a bag of rice, a bag of message to the bus driver. Now what the bus driver does is that he zips the bag with the message, scrambles it, and gives the key to the pilot, right? So what happens is that they both transfer what they have to the person you're sending the message to. So the bus driver transports the message that's zipped in and locked in the bag and gives the key to the pilot, while the pilot also transfers it to the recipient. When the recipient gets the message, gets the key from the pilot, gets the bag from the bus driver, zips it and gets your message. That's basically an analogy to explain. So what they're just trying to tell you is that your chat is secured, right? So if somebody tries to hack the bus driver, he doesn't have the key. If somebody tries to hack the plane, if it's possible, he won't get the bag of messages to try and open your message. He's just trying to tell you that your chat is secured and nobody can infiltrate your chat and then see what you're doing. Basically, that's what end-to-end encryption means. So it's just a way of telling you that your chat is secured, basically. Alright, so the next question, Cecil was asking, Manuel, a lot of phones have a lot of cameras, multiple cameras, but then Google Pixel has just one camera. Why don't the other phones beat Google Pixel in terms of camera quality? Okay, Cecil, this is a very interesting question. And I know you kind of directed it to me, but no problem. Right, so if you watch the video to the end, you realize that I mentioned that the fact that phones have multiple cameras doesn't guarantee the fact that the camera quality or the image quality that we produce will be good, right? So a phone can have multiple lenses, 10 lenses, but then the number one thing is if the processing of the image isn't good, the image is going to be bad, and that's what Google does, right? So Google, what happens is that when they shoot an image, they have put algorithms in place that will try and adjust the image. So if it has to be bright, increase the brightness, increase dynamic range, increase the contrast, so that your picture will look more good, right? So the other phones with other cameras, probably their problem is the processing. So they shoot the picture all right, they have a lot of different, they are versatile in terms of the cameras, but then the processing of the image won't be good, so the output will be bad. So basically, what makes Google stand out is the algorithms in place that they have put so that it will process the images that are being shot. Google also has a special chip inside that is just handling images. So when you shoot, apart from the CPU, there's another chip inside that is solely dedicated to processing the image. So in fact, Google's major selling point is the cameras, because they are very good at it, and they have been good at it for a very long time. I mean, since 2016, so it's quite a long time now. An anonymous person was asking, what tech are you focusing on? It looks like since you started, I've been talking about phones and phones and phones. Okay, this is actually a very good question. Yes, me and my team, we planned for this quarter that we're going to be tackling some fundamentals of smartphones. But then there is no way I'm just going to do smartphones throughout. Later in the year, we'll be doing different stuff, laptops, phones, generally tech in general. So gadgets, concepts, and new technologies that are coming up. We're going to cover a lot. So yes, for now it looks like we're tackling smartphones, but then very soon we'll be going to other aspects so that we can broaden our scope. I mean, you're building a tech-based Africa, so tech is quite wide. So you're just not tackling smartphones, even though right now it looks like we're tackling smartphones, but then it's going to change. All right. So Bafo was asking, how much does a video cost you? A lot of credit. Yeah. So Gideon was asking, so for real, Google Pixels and iPhones, which one have the better quality? Looks like a lot of people are interested in camera quality, so I'm just going to tackle it once and for all. There's something called preference, right? Everybody has a preference. Not everybody likes black, not everybody likes white, right? Me personally, if you're asking me, they both have their advantages. Let me just spill them out. All right, when it comes to daylight photos, taking photos in the daytime, both of them do excellent. When it comes to low light performance, the Pixel crashes the iPhone with their night sight. iPhone has generally not been really good with nighttime photos, but the Pixel has this thing called night sight. Just look at this. It's mind-blowing. It's almost in total darkness. It can give you some light. So for nighttime photos, iPhone doesn't come close. When you go to videos, it becomes a different story. Pixel doesn't come close to iPhones in terms of video. The stabilization, the color, in fact, Pixel doesn't come close to iPhone in terms of video. When it comes to portrait, now the preference becomes more clear. The thing is, take a look at these two photos. You realize that both of them have a different approach of tackling the image. Pixel tends to draw to the cooler side, and the iPhones tend to draw to the warmer side. Now this will be different for everybody. Everybody will like a particular one. Me personally, I tend to go with the Google Pixel on this because it's more appealing to me. However, not everybody will like what the Pixel is doing. Some will go for the iPhone. But then there are other factors that I consider when I'm going for the Pixel in terms of picture quality. Look at this image again. You realize that the background of the guy is blown out on the iPhone, but then for the Pixel you can see some detail. This guy is one of the best YouTubers with respect to tech on YouTube. He's called Supersurf. I'll link his channel below. He does a lot of camera reviews. If you want to check out some of the camera comparisons he has done, I'll put his channel in the description below. But then these are some of the advantages that Pixel has over iPhone. But when it comes to videos, Pixel is nowhere near iPhone. So me personally, I tend to prefer Pixels over iPhones. But then everybody has a preference. So you need to go and look at the side by side and see which one you tend to drawn to. Then you pick a choice. But me personally, I prefer Google Pixel for the approach of getting their images. Hope I've helped. Bafo was asking again, what is the end-term goal of your channel? The end-term goal is actually to reach the entire Africa, so which is about 1.3 billion people plus the world, which will be about 8 billion people. Basically, I just want to reach a lot of people with tech. I'm trying to do my best. Everybody, a lot of YouTubers trying to do their best to get people to understand the tech they use, and that's the same thing I'm doing. Maybe I'm trying to do it in a different way, but then so that everybody has a market to understand. So I'm just trying my best to let people understand the tech they use, so that when you're going for something, you know what you're getting and you know how to utilize them, basically. So I'm just trying to reach as many people as possible. It will take time, but then I really appreciate the effort that my current viewers are putting to watching my videos, and I just wish I could get a whole lot of people to understand tech the way tech geeks do, so that we all build an Africa which is tech based and a world where everybody understands tech. So that's my end goal, to reach everybody. The final question, Steve is asking that, is IoT taking over the world? If yes, I'm not seeing it. All right, so when Steve asked the question, I think I asked him again, what does it mean by IoT? I think he misinterpreted IoT and AI, right? So basically, think of IoT and AI as the brain, and IoT as your senses, your sense of taste, your sense of smell, your sense of sight, and a whole lot. So AI controls the IoT. So the algorithm to put in an AI controls the IoT in a way. So right, so IoT, the Internet of Things, basically. So machines working together to achieve a goal, a whole lot of things. So yes, if the fact that maybe your country, it doesn't seem to be taking over, it doesn't mean other places are not taking over. Take a look at these pictures, for instance. You realize that in the mall there are now no cashiers. You go buy your stuff, you check into your computer, you take it out. Airports, check out and check in areas. You go, there's nobody there, then you just check out and check in yourself. Banks, you go there, sometimes there are no human beings there, you go and do your own thing. Even in this country, the same thing. So yes, it might delay in coming to your country, but then you might think of it as a good thing, because then a lot of people will be employed in the employment sector. But then other countries, they have to also sometimes lay down some employees, because the machines are deemed to be more efficient, which I don't think so. But anyway, so yes, it's taking over the world. It's gradual, but I don't think it's taking over the world. Whatever happens, is human beings that control these machines. So whatever happens, you will need human beings to control them, and that's why this channel is very important, teaching people about tech, so that you'll be able to be in that sector that will be controlling the machines that are out and controlling the system. So guys, I really enjoyed this video. I hope you also did. I think there'll be more episodes that will be coming out that are like this. If you really enjoyed this video, make sure you subscribe, like, and I'll be also putting our social media handles down, so when this Q&A comes, you can ask your questions, so we'll be glad to answer them. Stay tuned for more episodes where we talk about the tech fundamentals. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe, hit the bell icon, so when the video comes out, I'll be able to see it, and share if you enjoy the video, and stay tuned for more videos. Yes, I'm saying that again, so please subscribe again, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.